Hey, so today I'm putting together Crochet Craft Kits. I got two different ones to put together. So this one I got off Amazon and it was only $9. It came with everything that you need, but it came loose in a bunch of plastic bags. I've already opened the stuffing because I used it for something else. I've actually had this craft kit for several months. You can tell how cheap this one is just by, you know, hollow green nanging plant basket. So it's not hanging, it's a nanging basket. But yeah, there are typos all throughout this, and it does say that it comes with videos to help you crochet. So I'm not really sure how good these videos are gonna be, but I'm willing to try it. And I do have to say, it does say advanced beginner on it, and I would agree with that because if you don't know how to crochet at all, I don't think I would get this kit because the yarn that it came with it's really small, and they like sent a 3mm hook for it. So yeah, this yarn would be really difficult for somebody who doesn't know how to crochet just because of how small it is. And I haven't opened the Woobles at all. I don't know what's in this one, so let's find out. I've been so curious about the Woobles because I've seen them all over the place and their designs are really cute. I couldn't find this fox anywhere, but I was randomly in Joann's and they had a whole bunch of these, and so I just had to grab it. I paid, I believe, $30 for this, so let's see what this one has in it. So we've got white yarn, black yarn, some stuffing, and a whole bunch of orange yarn for the fox. And then here's an instruction packet, and it also comes with a hook. So this one is a 4mm hook, and I do have to say, like, the type of yarn that the Woobles come with, it's perfect for beginners, but it's not my favorite kind of yarn because it reminds me of shoelaces. But if you don't know how to crochet, this would be good yarn to practice with and learn. So they also provide you with everything, and they also have videos just like the other one. But I do think that I'm gonna put the hanging plant together first because I already do make hanging plants. I don't know if you can see those in the background. I am worried about these directions though because the typos don't just stop at the title page. They are everywhere. So this is gonna be fun. Jumping into the hanging plant basket, hanging. Since I already make my own plants, I have an order I like to do these, so I was jumping around the pattern a little bit. I usually don't use yarn this small, so it was a little bit of a struggle for me. I have so much respect for people who micro crochet because I really find it hard to work on small things like that. The instructions say this is cotton yarn, which would make a lot of sense because it kept splitting like crazy. It was annoying to deal with, but I did like how soft the yarn was. The scissors that came with this craft kit are a really cheap safety hazard, and they have some kind of oily residue on them. But yeah, no safety cap or anything, they just came wrapped in plastic. But moving on, I wanted to see how the videos were to see if they could help me make the leaves. Yeah, I'm not really getting anything out of those videos, so I had to rely on the written instructions. Like, I can't listen to a demonstrational video without the verbal instructions. I basically just space out. Like I said before, the instructions had typos all throughout, but it also just had weird phrases that didn't make sense. Like, pull the first needle into a circle. What needle? But I could figure this one out with context, and because I know how to crochet, they were trying to tell me to join a chain with a slip stitch. But if someone picked this up and had no idea how to crochet, they probably wouldn't realize what this meant at all. And through the written instructions, I made a leaf, and I finished the rest of this project off camera. So it's been a few days, and I finally finished this plant. Honestly, it's not the best hanging plant that I've made. I think the ones that I make are way better than this. I just think these leaves kind of look like green doilies on a string. Like, I just don't really care for it that much. But I am gonna keep it for myself just because I did go through the effort of making it. But you can tell just from the first leaf that I did to the last leaf that I did, how much better I was getting at making these leaves. Even with the experience that I have, practice does go a long way whenever it comes to crochet. Even the best leaves on this, I still don't like that much, so... But moving on, I am ready to get into the Woobles and put together Felix the Fox. I have been so excited to do this. Fox is the only Wooble that when I saw it I was like, I have to put that together. It's just so stinking cute. But they had a raccoon. I don't know if they still do or not, but that was another one that if I could have got my hands on it, I would have made. So something I didn't realize until I was looking at this one, but they actually put a magic ring together for you, so it's already started. For the $9 Amazon craft kit, it did not have a magic ring started for you. You just had to figure it out on your own. But I do think that I'm gonna take this apart and do my own magic ring, because when I'm making little things like this, I don't like to start with the body. I like to start with the things that you have to sew on first. And something else I'm noticing with the Woobles craft kit is they give you a hook and needle and safety eyes, but they don't come with scissors. I guess they just assume that you have your own scissors, but yeah, it would be better than getting these, which came with the other craft kit, because this didn't even come with a safety cap or any safety thing on it. It was just wrapped in plastic like this. So I would rather get no scissors than get a safety hazard. But I'm ready to jump into this and get started. Okay, so putting together Felix the Fox, I did end up taking the magic ring apart that was already started for me. Again, since I crochet, I have an order I like to do these projects. I do have to complain about this yarn because I really don't like it. It truly is perfect for someone starting out because you don't have to deal with the yarn splitting, but it's not really soft at all. Like I said before, it reminds me of crocheting with shoelaces, which black yarn also had a bunch of glue all over it from the packaging. But let's see how the videos are with the Woobles.
Let's just double check we're set up to be able to easily move our hook through the loop that's on it.
Honestly, some of the best videos I've seen with the craft kit, they really have beginners in mind, and the written instructions were very detailed and perfect for someone who may not know how to crochet. Since the yarn is really stiff, my hands started feeling sore, and this is the greatest advice I could give to someone who is just learning to crochet. Take breaks. If your hands are feeling any kind of soreness or pain, put the hook down and walk away for a little bit, which is what I had to do with this fox, and I came back to it the next day. They may have provided you with a magic ring already started, but you will have to make 5 more on your own to finish this project. Magic rings can be one of the hardest things to learn, but it is something that you do need to learn because a bunch of projects start with a magic ring. So the order I'm doing things, like I said, I like making little parts before working on the body, and that's because I find it easier to sew everything on this way. But as you can tell, symmetry is not my strong suit. I really enjoy no-sew patterns, and that's mostly the amigurumi I make because I find it daunting to have to sew all these little parts onto an egg body. My camera died while I was working on the fox, so let's see it all finished. So here is Felix Fox all done. I do say I think I could have done a little better whenever it came to sewing everything. To me, really, the belly patch is what's ruining the whole thing for me, but he is still cute, and I do think the Woobles is worth the money because the videos that came with it are probably some of the best videos that I've seen in a craft kit. If I had to get another craft kit with $30 Wooble craft kit or a $9 Amazon craft kit, I would definitely get a Wooble again. He was a lot more work. This does remind me of a craft kit that I got whenever I first started crocheting. So I think a better comparison to the Woobles would be this craft kit that I got off Amazon, and it was $18 I believe for it. And the videos, the craft kit, like almost everything was identical to the Woobles. But I do have to say, like, the quality of the videos that the Woobles have was way better. I remember, like, it was a computerized voice on the videos for this one, and it was really hard to listen to. But this craft kit is not what taught me how to crochet. I really don't think that if you truly want to learn how to crochet, I don't think a craft kit is what you need to do. If you have no idea where to start, you don't have a project in mind or anything, it could be an easy option for you, but you don't necessarily need a craft kit to learn how to crochet. The way I crocheted is I looked up tutorials on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of channels out there that does free tutorials. Bella Coco was my favorite channel. I still subscribe to her because her tutorials were some of the best ones that helped me learn how to crochet. So yeah, once I got my basics and stuff done, I wasn't really sure what project to do, and that's why I ended up getting this whenever I first started crocheting, which was almost over a year ago. And I just remember, even with having like basic information of crochet, I did not understand a single thing I was doing. So I would love to make a video recreating my first ever creation. Even though I had fun with this, I do have my own projects that I want to do, and I like picking out my own yarn that I like to work with instead of having to work with the type of yarn that comes with this craft kit. But perfect for beginners. But yeah, this is the end of the $9 Amazon Crochet Craft Kit versus the $30 Wooble Crochet Craft Kit. So out of these two projects, which one was your favorite? And if you would like to see me make the video where I recreate this craft kit, let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I hope the new year has been treating you well so far, and I'll see you next time.